Dozens of hopeful holidaymakers have opened cases of fraud against the CEO of a travel agency called Hello Darlings. Now, it's alleged Tasneem Moosa collected over 100 million rand from various clients for holiday trips overseas, but the trips never materialized. Moosa is now nowhere to be found. Karinda Jagmohan is following that story for us from Durban. Karinda, what do we know so far about how people were fleeced?
Yes, good morning to you. Well, so far we know that dozens of people, like you said, have been making their way to police stations here in Durban. We also know of incidents in Gauteng to open fraud cases against this company, Hello Darlings. There is a Telegram group which includes a number of, like you mentioned, hopeful holidaymakers who had paid Tasneem Moosa exorbitant amounts of money because we understand that a few months ago she had ran some specials she described as CEO specials. She said it was her birthday month and that she would be selling out these holiday trips overseas, wherein you would pay for 3 trips and receive a 4th for free. This was the idea of these specials. Now, what we know so far on the ground is that her trips and her company has worked before previously. There have been people, including social media influencers, that went on successful trips with her. And as a result, her work and her company was shared, and people thought that it would be trustworthy to go ahead and invest their money with her to go on a trip abroad. But we understand about 7th of March, all of a sudden, holidaymakers noticed that she had left some of the WhatsApp groups that were organized to organize some of their trips. And after that, realized that they couldn't get hold of her. Her cell phone number was blocked, WhatsApp messages weren't going through, and now on the ground people are fearing and perhaps starting to realize that they may have been swindled. There have been reports on the ground, these are unverified though, that the woman has left the country, that Moosa has left the country, and some of the allegations is that this may have been a planned criminal act for her to ensure that she's able to collect these monies and then flee with this. But still, these are allegations. We understand that Moosa is nowhere to be found. She's unreachable, and police cases have been opened. We understand these are fraud cases at this point. Some of the difficulties people are having on the ground, though, is, according to this group, is that they want to combine their cases to have one docket with a list of these charges in order to place pressure more so on the National Police Service to speak to DIRCO and Interpol perhaps to track down Moosa. And ultimately what the people on the ground have been pleading for is to get their money back. After this, there also has been a conversation about how to identify and organizations and businesses that are trustworthy.
Karinda Jagmohan, thanks very much indeed for that update.